It's been a rough ride for Brazil this last couple of years. A perfect storm of political and economic crisis, fueling continual street protests and a growing divide in society. President Michel Temer's unpopular economic reform plan, mainly changes to the pension system and labor laws, is a key flashpoint in the crisis. The government wants to increase the minimum age for retirement to maintain social security for the future and make the country's labor laws more flexible to reduce companies' costs to hire and fire workers and make them more competitive. The reforms have strong support from financial markets, the business community and most economists, but are fiercely opposed by leftist parties, social movements and trade unions.
The government is attacking the people from all flanks. It's not only the pension system reform, but also the changes they want to make to labor laws that will put workers in the condition they were more than 100 years ago.
This former Brazilian ambassador to the UK and the US says the reforms are needed to boost prospects for long-term investment in Brazil.
Brazil is a big market economy. Brazil is one of the 10th largest economies in the world. So despite of the crisis, if we approve those reforms and if we grow this year, I think that confidence for foreign investors and local investors, Brazilian investors, will grow. Now, there is a wait-and-see attitude.
To see his economic reforms approved, President Michel Temer needs a two-thirds majority in Brazil's parliament, the National Congress, in order to change the constitution. But as Temer fights for his own political survival, he may not be strong enough to achieve this. Since an alleged tape recording swept Temer into the massive car wash corruption probe, there have been calls for his resignation or impeachment, and his approval ratings are down to the single digits.
This moment, the president lives a situation that is something like a dog that follows its own tail. That is, it needs to demonstrate force, passing the reforms. But he needs to be strong to pass the reforms. And so we don't know what comes before.
It's not clear how much power or time remains for President Michel Temer. Pushing forward with reforms may be his best move, even if risky and unpopular. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.